Hi guys, sorry for the super late video and change of background. I'm just gonna catch you guys up on some stuff real quick. One, I've been really sick lately, so that's been stressing me out. This time of year at school is always stressful, all the summative assignments, crazy. And then I'm also getting ready to move, so house is a disaster. Constantly trying to pack things, box things up to get the house ready to show so that we can get it sold. So it's been really crazy. So sorry for the camera being really shaky. I'm just holding it right now because my room's too messy to kind of have my normal tripod-ish setup that I have. So sorry for that. But yeah, so for December we decided to do kind of free-for-all, but at the same time stick to the theme of like our year in review. And that was mainly because we wanted to do a free-for-all, but I said there were some things from over the past year that I really wanted to talk about and that I felt were really important to share on the A space, because these are some things that really affect how my asexuality really like affects me every day. So I am demisexual, and I went from being like asexual, kind of demisexual, to being like, no, I'm definitely demisexual, but I'm also autocore sexual. I mean, you can look in our introduction videos where we have like, we go over how we identify, but it's really hard sometimes because I'll be like really turned on, but then I don't want to do anything, or the other happens, like I want to do something but I'm not turned on at all. It's really difficult sometimes. And then there's also the fact that I'm non-binary, so when asked if I ever experienced dysphoria, my answer used to always be like, no, never. You know, I'm really happy with the way my body is gender-wise. Like, I don't mind having long hair or a big chest or very like womanly curves. It's how my body is. I've always loved my body shape, even though I might not always love my body at every moment, but just how my body is built, I've always loved. But within the last year, closer to like now rather than the beginning of the year, I've definitely started to feel some dysphoria, and it's really weird. So dysphoria, if you don't know, is, the definition is a state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with things like your chest or your hair or things like that. Sometimes it can be dysphoria with your voice if you're like transitioning from being male to female or female to male, and you know, you have, let's say you're transitioning from female to male and you have a very feminine voice. That could give you dysphoria because, you know, you kind of want a more masculine voice, or the other way. Or your hair can give you dysphoria because if you're feeling, so me for example, I like having long hair. I've had a really short, like I've had a buzz cut before, and I liked having short hair, but I didn't like the way my head shape looked. It was nice while it lasted, but I missed my long hair. But the thing is, on days where I'm feeling very masculine, it's very hard because I have such long hair now, and my hair is like the longest it's been in a really long time, and I'm going to continue to grow it out until the end of the year for specific reasons. And I know that if I have a day where I'm feeling very masculine, it's definitely going to affect me, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to like chop it off because of that, because if I'm feeling very feminine, for me, having my long hair and being able to like move it around and put it up in a ponytail or braid it or just do or curl it or straighten it and things like that really helps with when I'm feeling feminine. And sometimes just when I feel masculine, just putting it up in a ponytail or like a messy bun just helps to get rid of that, or like having a beanie on like I do today helps. But things like that can cause me dysphoria. My chest is still growing, which upsets me a lot now. I'm at the point where I'm like slowly stopping to grow, but I'm still growing. I've always been told by doctors and family members, oh, you're stop growing now, you stop growing now, you stop growing now, just like my body in general, and I still haven't, and I'm still growing taller. And within the last few months especially, my chest has grown a lot really quickly, and normally I'm fine with it, and like if I'm wearing a dress or something, it's like, yeah, look, my chest looks great in this dress. But I have a really large chest, and if I'm feeling very masculine, it's very hard to dress masculinely and have a large chest. So I was lucky that when I told my sister about being non-binary, she was cool with it. And one day she asked me to go shopping with her, and she asked me if there was anything I wanted to get that day, and I said, no, I really want to get some guys' shirts. I don't have any guys' shirts. I have one tank top that it's a woman's shirt, but it kind of looks like a guy's tank that I wear, like my Canada Day one. That's the only shirt that I have that looks really masculine. So I need some other things, especially because it's winter here, that I can wear when I'm feeling masculine and to almost like pass as being a dude. But yeah, so my chest is definitely causing me I'd say the most dysphoria right now. But yeah, I think other than that, there's not really much else that causes me dysphoria. Another thing that's been a big change since this time last year is boys. So this time last year, so like a week or two before this point, I would have been in a very, very bad place. I was very terrified of my own thoughts, and then I started talking to someone, and it kind of went away, and we started dating, and it was great. Things were great, and then we broke up because we were kind of in different places, and not because of the breakup, but I kind of slipped back into that depression. And then it took me a really long time, but I got to a place where I was fine again and I was good, and now I'm dating someone else. It's kind of amazing how much can happen in a year, and you've seen the guy that I'm dating in the video before. He's amazing. I love how dating him is just super easy. It's just like we're best friends that just happen to kiss sometimes, and it's great. And he makes me so happy, and he's such an advocate for my pronouns, and he's had conversations with his mom to be like, so and so doesn't like use female pronouns, like use they for them, right? And it's really great. And I love that he really cares for me, and he understands things in the LGBTQ plus community way better than my ex did or ever really would. So that's great, and he makes me happy, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's a big thing that changed within the last year. Another thing that's really been like a big deal this year is just my body in general. So I've been having a lot of back pain recently. So I've just trying to figure out what that's been about. My body in general, I think I'm generally happy with the way my body looks, but I get days where I'm like, I know I'm not fat, but I feel like really chubby today, or like I'm really, really bloated, and it makes me uncomfortable. Or the fact that like I'm still growing is really annoying, because I feel like 3 or 4 times a year I have to buy new clothes because they don't fit. So that's really annoying. And I've also been like really, really sick lately. I had like, I guess it was a cold. I had a really bad cold 2 weeks ago. And then last weekend when I was supposed to film this video, I had a lot of things came up all of a sudden. My parents had to go deal with house buying stuff, and I really needed to get my room sorted out and pack up a lot more things and deal with that stuff. So sorry, but video making was kind of in the back of my mind. And then I kept trying to make video all week, and then I had a summative that was due this week that was really important. So it just, again, got put on the back burner. But I'm finally sitting down to do it today. And Christmas. It's Christmas. For those of you that celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you that celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. For those of you that celebrate anything else this specific time of year, Happy Holidays to you. It's Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas this year in my house. Usually we have our big like 10-foot tall tree, and we have lights going up and down the staircase and on all the banisters, and we have presents all strewn about, even if there aren't that many. They're just kind of everywhere. And our house is just not Christmassy this year. We got rid of cable this year, and this is usually the time of year where my mom and I will just stay home on a Saturday and just spend the entire day just watching made-for-TV Christmas movies. And it's really strange, because there's all of these kind of traditions that we have that you don't even realize are traditions. But I'm glad that this year I'm actually happy, despite the fact that things aren't very Christmassy. I know Christmas is a time of year where statistics show is like the most kind of, it's the hardest time of the year for mental health. And that's kind of a scary thought, but at the same time I think we need to keep in mind that, well, you know, it's very family oriented, the holidays, and if you don't have family that's accepting, or you don't have family, or, you know, something happened with your family and you don't really get along, it's hard to see everything around you be family oriented. And I really understand that, because for quite a few years I couldn't handle Christmas the way I used to be able to. It was just a very depressing thing for me because of what it meant. But I'm really happy that this year I'm actually like happy and excited, and Christmas is this thing that I'm like, okay, I get to spend it with my family, and we're going to go see my stepsister and her family and her boys this year. And we've still got presents. We have a mini tree this year, and we're still doing things. And I'm happy, even though it's not to the extent that I'd wish it was. I've been very, very overwhelmed just because of all the moving stuff and all of the assignments I've had to get done. So I have so many breakdowns. But I'm happy this year, and it's this overwhelming feeling of happiness. It's overwhelming in a good way. Yeah, I've been happy, and I'm glad that I've been happy. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So once again, I'd like to wish everyone happy holidays. Please be safe, whether you're flying or driving somewhere or just, going out in general. Please be safe, especially when the weather gets really bad out. I hope everyone's safe and happy and warm for the holidays. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Any ideas for topics in the future, leave them down there, and we always try to respond as quickly as possible. My phone broke the other day, so I don't really have the as quick of a response, and I have no idea when that's going to get fixed. So it's just whenever I turn on my computer, I'll try and remember to check. But yeah, I hope you all have safe, happy break, and I'll see you all in the new year. Bye.